Welcome to the official personality guru. ENTPs are extremely active individuals who enjoy being able to keep the excitement in their lives. They often fear the thought that making one decision might hold them back from opportunities. This can cause the ENTP to become fearful of commitment, since that relates to their fear of missing out. ENTPs fear the idea of having their freedom and personal choices taken away from them. They want to be able to think openly without having people hold them back from this. Poor health can sometimes be a fear of ENTPs since they want to be capable of being independent and caring for themselves. Today, let's talk about the things that terrify ENTPs. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the official personality guru and to ring the bell icon to get regular updates on our latest uploads. And if you like this video, click the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. While some fears are universal, things like spiders, heights, and cockroaches, there were certain fears that came up considerably more often among each unique personality type. For example, NT types nearly always mentioned mediocrity as a major fear, whereas this was hardly ever mentioned by the other types. NF types were more afraid of their own moral corruption, which would make sense because their values are so important to them. SJ types were afraid of a loss of security far more than any other temperament group. And SPs hated the idea of losing physical freedom or control. ENTPs enjoy having their minds active and are constantly exploring new possibilities. They love debating ideas, considering all angles, and testing theories. They dislike anything that limits their thinking or restricts their freedom of expression. Narrow-mindedness is the ENTP's biggest turn-off. When someone is unwilling to consider different viewpoints or alternative explanations, they feel annoyed and perplexed. Routine and monotony are often stressful for people with ENTP preferences. They likely crave new situations and new challenges and don't tend to thrive in careers or lifestyles that have the same schedule every day. Boring tasks and other people's personal problems can also make them feel restless. Under stress, ENTPs tend to throw time and energy into their work. This can backfire if stress causes them to make mistakes or otherwise create more work for themselves. 1. Incompetency or inadequacy. ENTPs pride themselves on their ability to be original, inventive, and capable. They greatly fear being incompetent or unable to quickly access their normally ingenuous thought process. They also fear being seen as inadequate or stupid. 2. Loss of a loved one. Every personality type I've surveyed so far has mentioned the loss of loved ones in some form or another as a major fear. However, there have been differences in how each type has mentioned fear. INTPs and ENTPs usually mentioned a specific person instead of just loved ones in general. Most other personality types mentioned loved ones or friends and family, or INFJs mentioned the loss of children specifically. 3. Stupidity. ENTPs find much of their significance and identity in their ingenuous and innovative way of viewing the world and thinking. They have an incredible knack for figuring out new theories and concepts. The mind is of such importance to the ENTP that they hate the idea of finding out someday that they are stupid or were making irrational decisions. 4. Commitment. While many ENTPs mentioned that they wanted to settle down and find true love at some point in their lifetime, many more mentioned a terrible fear of commitment. ENTPs love to keep their options open and prefer to keep things open-ended. They like decisions that can be easily changed, so major commitments can cause the ENTP quite a bit more anxiety than they would a judging personality type. 5. Boredom. ENTPs are constantly searching for new ideas and possibilities to explore. They hate to be stifled or have to focus on mundane daily routines. The ENTP wants to be stimulated by new creative options and ideas to think about and discuss and experiment with. 6. Not meeting their potential. This concern goes hand in hand with mediocrity because it stems from the same fear. ENTPs want their lives to have meant something, and they want to have made a difference in the world in some way. This could mean inventing something, expanding human knowledge, improving systems, or any other number of things. Many ENTPs mentioned wanting to leave a legacy behind when they get to the end of their life. 7. Mediocrity. ENTPs have great ambitions and innovative ideas that they long to see come to life. They pride themselves on having unique conceptual insights and independent ways of viewing the world. They hate the idea of being stuck in an ordinary life and living the 9-to-5 grind day in and day out. 8. Never feeling truly connected to another person. This fear is actually tied to being controlled or trapped. ENTPs love a meeting of the minds to discuss exciting ideas and innovations. They love the camaraderie and comfort of close friendships and relationships where they can bounce ideas back and forth. Never feeling connected or free to share ideas with another person can make the ENTP feel like their life is shallow and meaningless. How about you as an ENTP or any other personality type? What are the things that terrify you most? Be sure to watch until the end and share your experience for a chance to have your comment pinned. 9. Being controlled or trapped. Although ENTPs often enjoy many relationships and friendships, they are also very independent individuals. They love the freedom to explore numerous ideas and possibilities and the ability to investigate the outer world for inspiration. Their masterful extroverted intuition is always pulling concepts and innovative thoughts from the outside world. To be trapped, controlled, or stifled in any way can make them feel anxious and extremely agitated. 10. Insanity. If you look at all of the ENTP's fears mentioned so far, you might notice a common thread. Many of their fears have to do with losing mental independence, freedom, and coherence. They long to be original, to stand out, to leave a legacy, and to explore numerous ideas and mental pathways. The idea of losing rational use of their mind is a terrifying prospect for them. As stress increases, learned behavior tends to give way to the natural style, so the ENTP will behave more according to type when under greater stress. For example, in a crisis, you might spend time bouncing ideas off people and debating or critiquing what needs to be done. You may also drift in people with proven skills to work on the problem and provide a lot of drive to get things changed. However, you may also try to do too much, make errors of the fact of in your haste, or ignore obvious or routine solutions that might nevertheless be effective. Under extreme stress, fatigue, or illness, the ENTP's shadow may appear a negative form of ISFJ. Example characteristics are being pedantic about unimportant details, doing things to excess, like eating, drinking, or exercising, expressing emotions in an intensive and uncontrolled way, and being very sensitive to criticism. The shadow is part of the unconscious that is often visible to others, onto whom the shadow is projected. An ENTP may therefore readily see these faults in others without recognizing them in him or herself. Before we continue, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the official Personality Guru for more amazing videos. Don't forget to ring the bell icon to stay updated with our content. If you have ENTP preferences, try these simple strategies to balance your feelings during times of stress. Learn to take a break from work when you're feeling stressed. It's important to step away when you're not in the best headspace. Remind yourself that you'll do better when you're fresh and well-rested. Try something new every day. If you feel like you're in a rut, pick up a new hobby or find a new way to approach a task you have to do anyway. This will challenge your mind and may stop you from feeling like you're stuck in a loop. Take a step back and remove yourself from other people's personal problems. Your instinct may be to try and solve the problem, and you may get upset if you can't. Remember that sometimes people just want you to listen.